Hello.
Hello. This is the Fiber Coven. We're so happy you came to check us out.
Yes.
I'm Lauren. I'm the dyer behind Valkyrie Fibers.
And I'm Emily, the designer behind Kitty with a Cupcake.
And together, we're your high priestesses here at the Fiber Coven. So
Yes.
we started all this because we have a long distance friendship. I'm over here on the West Coast,
And
and
I am in Louisville, Kentucky.
yeah, and so we were always talking virtually, and we just wanted to be closer together with all of our yarn magics, and we just wanted to open that up to everybody. We wanted more fiber magicians in our lives, and
Yes.
the Fiber Coven was born.
Hooray. And we both started out, I started out doing design, Lauren started out doing dyeing without a lot of outside information available. So we wanted to create some resources for people who are maybe interested in getting in the fiber industry, or if you're just a person who enjoys knitting and you want some behind the scenes information about how all of this works on the business end, we do that too.
Yep, that's us.
Also community.
Also community.
Like-minded fiber people are the jam.
We really much enjoy it. That
Mm-hmm.
was a proper sentence.
Yeah, it's fun.
We have a good time around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we wanted to go over what our Patreon tiers are, just so you get an idea of the different kinds of benefits that you could get by joining up with the Fiber Coven. Our
So many
first
benefits.
level is May the Fates Smile Upon You for $3 a month. And this is kind of you just want to support us. Maybe you like our designs or our dyeing and you just want to get involved. You get access to any mystery knit-alongs that are exclusive to the Fiber Coven at this level. We just wrapped one up, but we'll have more in the future for sure. They're very fun. And also, you can get some free patterns at this tier. If I release a pattern for free for Fiber Coven members, all the tiers get it. So just general little benefits.
Yeah, and if you're new to Patreon, all the tiers are additive. So you
Mm-hmm.
get everything from all the tiers below.
Yeah, so that's the first one. The next one is Inner Sanctum, which is
Mm-hmm.
$5 a month. And this one I really recommend because you get access to all of our blog content. So every week we write a new blog, and that's where you'll be getting a lot of the business behind the scenes information. We talk about tools, we talk about different uh, ideas for things. We also just talk about our own projects, and you'll see lots of cool pictures. Behind the scene content is also at this level. So we post some of our amusing text screenshots sometimes that we have when we're talking about different collaborations and businessy things. And you might see sneak peeks of stuff. Like maybe Lauren's working on a color and she'll pop a picture of it up in the dye pots on there. And
Mm-hmm.
this tier also gets access to our Inner Sanctum Discord chat room, which is a very fun, active Discord channel.
It is. The Discord is a wonderful, fun place where you not only get to talk to us, but get to talk to other like-minded crafters. Usually, if you have a question, you can pop it in there and somebody will answer it. It's
Mm-hmm.
really nice folks in there.
It is, and we do fun little things like we have Familiar Friday where we all post pictures of our little familiar friends.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
we
he
have
came on cue.
a couple different channels in there. We have the main one, and then there's also one for talking about more witchy things. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, join up.
Mm-hmm.
Our next tier is our Spellcaster tier, which is $7 a month. And this one is cool because you get all of the previous stuff that we just said, but you also get access to the video format of our Fiber Coven podcast. So if you're a fan of the podcast, we actually record the podcast like this, like we're talking right now, and we release those videos for Spellcaster members. So if you want to see what we're talking about, we hold stuff up while we're talking about it on the podcast, and you could
And we make silly faces.
make silly faces. And I don't edit the video format of the podcast, so there's kind of some bonus blooper content in there that gets cut out of the audio version. So if you want to see us make fools of ourselves, go for that. And then the next one is our Seance Seeker level, which is $15 a month. And this one, you get access to a whole separate type of video called Office Hours that we also release weekly. And we do a lot of business planning in these videos. Like we just straight up talk about what we're working on openly. So I think that this is a really cool one if you're interested in getting involved in the fiber business. Or if you just really enjoy the podcast and like hearing us talk, we also talk about some nonsense in here. We'll go off on tangents about nerdy things. We talk about what books we're reading. We talk about our homesteading activities. It's fun times.
It is. We also answer your questions there. So we for this level,
that we are the same brains.
We are. That's why we made a coven. So if you're at this tier in Patreon, there's a thread in the Discord where you can ask us questions that we will answer in the office hours. And we're happy to answer any questions that are either related to our personal crafts, our business, or even just if you want to ask us things about our lives and interests.
Yeah. And you also get a 10% off discount coupon for all Valkyrie Fibers yarn and all of my patterns, Kitty with a Cupcake patterns. Just by being in this tier, you can use those on all of our stuff all the time.
Yeah, so it's lots of good content. We have 2 different types of video content. First one being the podcast, which is pretty much your basic what we're crafting on, what we will be crafting on, what we've finished, as well as a cult corner. We didn't talk about that. In our regular podcast, we do a cult corner, which is where we just bring up a little aspect of weird history or something occulty or something just off the beaten path that we want to talk about.
Yeah. And then our final tier is Lifting the Veil. And we have this on here. If it's basically if you want a private lesson with one of us, you get an hour-long private lesson, and it could be on anything you want, pending we can teach you it. So it could be a lesson on dyeing, designing, business. You could do it for personal project planning if you like want help planning your colors for a sweater or something. And that will be privately with just the 2 of us. Yep. And that's all of the Patreon tiers.
That is so many different options.
Yes. We also have some fun goals that you should check out below the video. We might be making classes in the future. We might get drunk on the internet and talk about ourselves in the future.
We might share embarrassing pictures from our middle school years, all sorts of things.
It's fun.
I'm really looking forward to all of those.
Me too. So yeah.
I mean, we'll also be doing traditional things like getting more merch.
Yeah. That's not as fun as getting drunk and sharing pictures of us, though.
No, not nearly as fun.
Yeah, so join up. If you have any questions, you can shoot us questions at our Fiber Coven Instagram. I think you can message us on Patreon before you join up too. So let us know if you have any questions, and we're excited for you to join the coven.
Yeah, if you're a fiber artist with a witchy bent, this is the community for you. Yay! Come join the coven.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.